So if you have any quadratic ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and you need to find the roots of this equation, that are basically the points at which it crosses the x-axis, or can also be said that they are the solutions to this, you would basically do minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? Everyone knows this formula. It's the quadratic formula, right? Every other Asian kid that's born, the first thing that he utters out of his mouth is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. But let's see why it actually makes sense. Why would just plugging stuff over here give us the x coordinate of these 2 points? So say if I have any quadratic x minus a, x minus b equals 0, in other words, a quadratic that has the roots a and b, or actually let's say alpha and beta to not confuse. So if we expand this out, we basically get this plus alpha beta. And of course I can multiply the whole equation by some factor and the answer still won't change. So sum k x squared minus k a plus b x plus k alpha beta equals 0, right? And that would become the coefficient of x squared. So what we notice here is that in ax squared plus bx plus c, minus b over a is basically alpha plus beta, right? If you look over here, minus k a alpha plus beta divide by k, and you minus it, it should give you alpha plus beta, right? Similarly, if we look at c over a, it is the product of the 2 roots alpha beta, right? So if you have any quadratic, here's alpha, okay, let me make a better quadratic, here's beta, minus b over a is basically the sum of the 2 roots, c over a is the product of the 2 roots. It would be useful to us if we started to look at the midpoint of the 2 roots. So the midpoint might lie somewhere over here, and by the way, the midpoint would also turn out to be the x value for the turning point, but that's irrelevant. If you look at the midpoint, well, the midpoint is the average between these 2 roots. The average is found out by alpha plus beta over 2. In other words, the midpoint is minus b over 2a, right? And so since we are talking about midpoint, we must also talk about the distance, right? The midpoint has equal distance between the two, from alpha and from beta. So this is d and this is d. If we take a look at c over a is alpha multiplied with beta, but alpha can be written as midpoint minus the distance, beta can be written as midpoint plus the distance. So this would give us m squared minus d squared. And so if we are interested in determining the distance from the midpoint, what we can do is that d is basically the square root of m squared minus m squared minus d squared, right? You can just do simple simplifications to see that this would equal d. So now we're at this stage that we have determined the midpoint in terms of these ABCs, and we have also determined the distance in terms of these ABCs. And if we want to come up with a formula that gives us the coordinates or the values of alpha and beta, well, alpha is midpoint minus distance, beta is midpoint plus distance. So if we are interested in the coordinates, we can say that midpoint plus or minus the distance should give us the values. So the midpoint is minus b over 2a plus or minus b over 2a, the whole thing squared, should give us m squared minus c over a, right? So if we just do a few simplifications, this would be b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared, and if we take out the 4a squared out of the square root, we get our formula minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, and we are done.